This is a very, very big issue in our communities. Very, very big issue. Which is when divorces take place. Then what happens, according to the law of the land, the ex-wife automatically has a right to a certain percentage of the ex-husband's wealth. 50%, for whatever it is. But now let's look at Islamically. When I purchase something, let's say I buy a car, as long as the money is halal and the transaction has been done properly, this car comes into my property. I pay £10,000 for this car comes into my property. Now, how does transfer of ownership take place in Islam? Either I sell this car, then you give me £10,000, I give you the car, now the car belongs to you. Or I gift you this car, then the transfer of ownership takes place. Number 3 is if I die, then this car goes to my inheritance. Transfer of ownership takes place. These 3 methods. If someone comes to me and says, you know what, I want your car and take it by force, yes, you may take the item from me, but the transfer of ownership does not take place. Every time you use the car, you will be sinful because this car still belongs to me. Transfer of ownership does not take place by force. Now what happens is, let's say during a marriage, the man, he bought the house. Now the law of the land says, a woman, the ex-wife has the right to take this certain amount. Yes, according to the law of the land she can. But according to the law of Allah, if she takes it, will she be sinful or not? Because according to the law of Allah, this is the man's property. Now, if someone external says, you know what, we're going to take this from you by force, and she has right to it. Yes, according to the law of the land, she has not done anything illegal. She has not broken any of the laws of the land. But according to the law of Allah, which matters, as Muslims, what matters most to us, who does the house belong to? The transfer of ownership has not taken place, so she'll be sinful. And this happens in many families. And the sad thing is, when these ugly divorces happen, the woman is not alone in this. She has support of whom? She has support of her father. She has support of her brothers. She has the support of her uncles. She has the support of her family to unjustly take the wealth of another person. This is jahala and ignorance to the highest degree. So when the law of the land clashes with the law of Allah, the law of Allah does not change. The law of Allah stays how it is. Because if that was the case, then what would happen with the alcohol? The law of the land says we're allowed to drink alcohol. So Muslims drink alcohol. If the law of the land says certain gambling is halal, we're going to start gambling now. The law of Allah does not become halal or haram or does not change by any other external laws.